Defund the police department? This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum store. The Officer Tatum store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, before I start with the defunding of police, y'all know I'm a former police officer, and I know the operational structure of a police department. And I know the amount of money that is necessary to operate a fully functioning police department to the best of their ability to save citizens' lives. I'll get to that in a second. But while I was riding down the street, I was listening to two individuals on the radio, and my blood was boiling to the point I had to pull my car over because I was so infuriated by the anti-police rhetoric that I heard. This has gotten out of control. It's gotten out of control. It is beyond frustrating as a black man in America and as a former police officer in America at the stupidity and rhetoric that's being pushed. In the spirit of being anti-police and coming out with claims saying that black people somehow have to make sure you wear a seatbelt when you're black. Make sure you can't wear a tank top on your shirt when you're driving down the street. It's all these rules you got to tell your black children when they leave the house, because all of these cops there are black cops too. The Phoenix police chief is a black woman. Oh my God, help me. You don't have to tell nothing any different that you would tell your black kid that you would tell your white kid. And it's very simple. Don't be a criminal. That's all you need to tell your kid. Don't be a crook. And when you get pulled over, obey the law. Obey the officer, and you won't get killed. You can't name me one black person that had been killed by the police that wasn't doing crime at the time or wasn't doing crime that led to the interaction, that had been killed unjustifiably, is what they claim. Yeah, you can't name one. Michael Brown, he would be in prison today if he was still alive. Breonna Taylor would be in prison today if she was still alive. Philando Castile would be in prison today if he was still alive, because he was in possession of illegal marijuana and he was in possession of a firearm while holding a narcotic drug. Would be in jail. Stephen Clark, he would be in jail right now if he hadn't gotten shot. We got Alton Sterling, who was a pedophile, who was a prohibited possessor of a firearm, selling illegal CDs on the side of in front of the station or in front of the convenience store, which is piracy, which is a felony crime. He would be in jail. We can go down the list. Even the people who were unjustifiably killed were committing crimes and resisting arrest. The dude in South Carolina that got shot in the back by the police officer, he was behind $40,000 on his child support. He fought the police officer before he ran from him and got shot. George Floyd. George Floyd was high on methamphetamine and fentanyl. He was trying to buy some with fake money. Then he resisted arrest for I don't know how many minutes before a bad officer killed him. All of these people, criminal behavior. If you don't commit crimes, white, black, green, or orange, or you a UFO coming down, dropping off alien kids, you don't have to worry about police if you're not a crook committing crimes. Do things happen, unfortunately, to some people? Yes, it does. But you don't need to be concerned about it like you're not concerned about getting struck by lightning if you never go outside. If you're not committing crimes, you don't have to worry about it. But let me get to the defunding of police. Defunding of police. You got to be the dumbest person on planet Earth if you think that there's even a conversation that needs to be had about defunding police. Who's going to take the you-know-what calls involving children getting taken advantage of by adults? Who's going to take that call for sure? Who's going to do that investigation? You know the people that's going to rob and burn down your building? What do you think you're going to do if you defund the police department? It's going to be crazy anarchy. What do you think is going to happen? You know, remember 9/11 when people was doing all this? Remember Pulse nightclub and the stuff that go on at the military base? Who do you think will respond to those attacks come foreign individuals into America? The military don't do things in domestic situations. They're not even prepared. They don't even have a gun. They got to go check out their weapon and then come to a scene somewhere. The police department is responsible for taking that situation and dealing with it. When you have a nut that want to go into a school or want to go into a mall or a populated area, who do you think is going to respond to that? You? Your mayor? These dudes are cowardice. They probably don't even have a weapon. Probably don't even carry a gun. And they're going to respond to your call for service? What about at a nursing home when you know your grandmother didn't do what they said she did that resulted in her passing? Who's going to investigate that? Huh? Or when that nasty, creepy, old, sloppy man is on the computer looking at 12, 13, and 14. You know what I'm talking about. Who's going to investigate him? Who's going to hold him accountable? Who's going to hold justice to his feet? You tell me. When somebody's at a bar drinking and driving, plowing through people, on probably more people have passed from that than COVID-19. You know what I'm talking about. DUI drivers. Who do you think is going to monitor and protect the public from those individuals? Huh? I just want to know. Do you somehow think in your mind that the cartel is going to say, oh, it looked like they're defunding the Tucson Police Department. We need to cut back on our funding. We're going to lay off cartel members. We may not traffic in drugs and people at the same rate we have been doing because the police department is slowed down. No, they're not. They're going to speed up. They're going to accelerate. You think Chicago look bad now? That's with a full police force. Imagine if they let the hands go. Imagine if they walk away. Imagine if you laying out police officers. You are essentially destroying. You're not going to have a lot of police officers. They're not going to get trained properly. They're not going to get continuous training. They're not going to have the proper equipment to use. They're not going to have less lethal or any level of technology that can help them become better officers. So now you've defunded, got rid of officers, and now you're left with unequipped officers to do what? Halfway patrol? All of you individuals talking about defunding, and you are in a position of power, you are a leader, a mayor, a governor, you should be held criminally liable for whatever happened to citizens at the point in which you try to defund the police department. Criminals can clearly see what you're doing and they're going to take advantage of it. That's like somebody watching you take down your surveillance cameras around your house. You think they're going to, oh, it's not equal, it's not fair. They don't have surveillance cameras, so I'm not going to go in their house today. No, they're going to take more advantage of your house. This attack on police officers in America has got to end. It is foolery. It is shady. It is ungodly. It is not American. Because a few people have been done wrong by a few police officers. You're going to disband the whole police force? You're going to crap on the name of men and women who go out and serve and protect every day? You're crapping on people that see things that you would never see. That's up all night protecting and serving things that you would never do. They put up with it. They fight through it because they love their community. And you cowards that have never put on a badge should be ashamed of yourself. Now, before I lose my mind and be ranting for another hour, I'm going to end it right there. I want to know what you think. Is B. Tatum tripping? Am I too emotional? Or am I on to something and these people are devils trying to destroy America and destroy our way of life and destroy good people? In the Bible, it says in the last days, good will be evil and evil will be good. And that's what we're seeing today. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Visit the Officer Tatum store where you get all the cool merch. Y'all know what it is. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.